morning I'm going to make some Christmas cookies and candy. And I am really pumped up for the holidays. So I'm going to start with these little Rolo snacks. I might make some Chuck's Mix today. That's so easy to do. But with these Rolo snacks, just use a pretzel and a Rolo. Put them in the oven at 250 until they've kind of melted down a little. They're going to be so good. I love salt and sugar together. So, I hope y'all are having a nice holiday season. I'm just going to lay out these pretzels and then I'll show you what I'm going to do with the Rolos. This is going to be enough. All right, these are perfect. Now, I burned my bag. All right, so now I need to put the Rolos on them. And you have to unwrap each one. Unwrap it and just set it on top of the pretzel. Not hard, y'all. And I bet it's going to be so good. So I like to take cookies and candy to my family gatherings during Christmas. There's one candy in particular, and you can watch for it. I'll do this in a separate video. It's my Louisiana pralines. My stepmother was from the swamps of Louisiana, and this is probably her mother's recipe. She passed away many, many years ago. It's an old family recipe, and they are the best pralines that you will ever eat. My stepmother used to make these for me every Christmas for my brothers and I. We would get a can of pralines. So now we try to avoid it. So I'm going to get these Rolos on and I'll be back. Hi, okay, so my Rolo candy is in the oven and I'm just waiting to let it melt right now. So that takes care of my Rolos and my pretzels. So now I'm going to move on to my sand tarts. Sand tarts are my favorite. Some people call them Mexican cake, or I don't know, a lot of different things. But these are my favorite cookie for the season with all that powdered sugar all over them. Oh my gosh, they are popular. So I need a pound of butter. That is 4 sticks. Half cup a piece, so that's 2 cups of butter. Yum. I'm just going to put it in my mixer. Now this is supposed to be softened, but it's not supposed to be softened overnight. I used to take my butter out way too soon. So, I want 10 tablespoons of powdered sugar. Tablespoons, that's going to be a half a cup plus 2 tablespoons, so right at 2/3 of a cup. 4 tablespoons for a 1/4 cup. All right, that's perfect. 10 tablespoons powdered sugar. Now I'm going to get that mixed out. I have never sifted my dry ingredients in this recipe, and I've never had a problem with it. Just get it mixed up well with the butter. It's going to soften those lumps and they'll just go away. Let me check. Now, I need 4 cups of flour, and I don't want to scoop it out with my measuring cup because then I'm going to end up putting too much. So I'm going to need another bag of flour. This is 1 cup. My Rolo candy has been in there for about 12 minutes, and I'm gonna take it out now. So my oven was set at 250 is all. So, the chocolate is melted, but it's still standing firm. I'm going to put an M&M on the top, red and green. I just kind of mash down on the M&M to make sure it stays inside of there. And then I'm gonna want some sprinkles. I have red sprinkles. Okay, so I have sprinkled my candies. They all have an M&M on the top, and they all have red sprinkles. I've got plenty. So that's it for these Rolo candies. And let's see how well they hold up. So some of the caramel melted down to the pan, but not much. Oh, they're really good while they're warm. I'm sure they're going to be delicious once they've cooled. Perfect. All right, so now I need to get my pecans for my sand tarts. Okay, so I need a cup of chopped pecans, and I'm going to use my little food processor. So I want to measure them after they're chopped. That will take more of the pecans than if I measure them now. I think that's going to be a cup. Cup. And that's perfect. All right. Now, just a few little crumbs left. All right. Now, this bag is empty, and I want to mix up my sand tarts again. Beautiful. So I'm going to stir them up. All right, these are lovely. They're very fluffy. I have to try them. That's perfect. There are only 4 ingredients in these. They couldn't be easier. And they're so delicious. So you want it to be like a ball. So I kind of shape the bottom. Use this scoop so that they're all the same size. These are beautiful. Okay, y'all. These sand tarts are beautiful and they're ready to go in the oven. The oven's set at 350 and I'm going to bake them for 10 to 15 minutes. So we'll see what they look like at 10 minutes. All right, my candy still is not dry. So it needs to sit on this candy sheet. These are festive and they're good and they're so easy. But I need to get another cookie sheet. All right. You should always use a cold cookie sheet. And in my oven, I only put 1 cookie sheet at a time to bake, because otherwise they bake at different temperatures, because you've got the top of your oven or the bottom of your oven, and I always just end up messing them up. So I just do 1 at a time, and that's okay, I've got the time. It's relaxing to me to be in my kitchen. Okay, so for the size of my cookies, I cook them for 15 minutes. I put these back in for 2 minutes because they were just still crumbly. So you can always stick them back in. But that gave me a total of 15 minutes in the oven. So now, okay, y'all, so my son has joined me. This is Andrew.
Hello.
And he's going to be my official taste tester today. We have sugar cookies from the other day, but now I have these sand tarts, and I have those, I don't know, I want to call them reindeer snacks or something. But they're pretzels with Rolos with M&Ms. So,
that's one of my favorite things.
All right, so go ahead and try.
I'll go with one of these.
All right. It doesn't matter, whichever one you want. So I'm just taking these cookies now and coating them with powdered sugar. They just kind of absorb it. I cooked them for 15 minutes, and that was just perfect for this size of a cookie. So it depends on the size of the scoop. How are the Rolos?
Very good. Lots
Very
of caramel.
good. So we'll call those reindeer snacks.
Sounds good. If you want your guests to stop talking during the Christmas season, you can put those in their mouth and not to chew for a while. Sorry.
All right, so so go ahead. These
Speaking
are
of stopping
Messies.
talking.
Try the sand tart now.
Okay.
Oh, they're so good. I cook these every year.
Mm-hmm.
So we get really excited when Christmas gets here because that's the only time I make them.
Mm-hmm. And they're my absolute favorite when they're warm like this. They're just kind of soft and like crumbly at the same time.
Yeah.
Really, really good. So always one of my favorites.
Sure. Oh, I love the sand tarts.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to put lots of powdered sugar on them because as they cool down, they're going to absorb it. And they're just perfect, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. They are. I ate the whole thing already.
Oh gosh. Okay, so
Very
I'm
good
gonna
snacks.
just keep putting these in the powdered sugar and wait for my next tray to come out. And I think that's it, y'all. So we have sand tarts and we have reindeer snacks. And they're really good. I'll post the recipe with the video. Okay, so y'all take care and have a Merry Christmas.